Well, hello again. I hope everyone's holding on. I swear this has been one of those years. So, just trying to find my centering place and finding that inner calm. I swear. So today I had for my ALS slash risk for FTD, I'm in two clinical trials. Not clinical, well, yeah, it's kind of the stuff that for biomarkers for the C9orf72 mutation I have. So did that via a Zoom-like app. And interesting. I mean, I've seen my neurologist and a neurological assessment from that clinical study that way. It's pretty cool. So did that, and I'm in a battle with a furniture store, Ashley Furniture, and use them at your own risk is what I can say. When we bought the house, I had ordered a new couch, and I had a delivery date, which, hey, you buy something, you get a delivery date, you would think that would be accurate, right? So I donated my old couch instead of having to move it. And one delivery date went by, another delivery date went by, and Monday I had gotten confirmation that I would get it on Wednesday. So I ended up travertine floors. Oh my Lord, special care. So I actually YouTubed how to care for them. And since all this COVID stuff, I've not been going to my occupational physical therapy. No, thank you. It's hooked to a hospital. I got one life, so I'm just gonna try to keep it as long as I can. You got a terminal disease. No need to go earlier. Or I could just get a bad cold. You don't know how you're gonna react to this virus. So went and took care of the floors and stripped them. Got a lot of my pent up energy out on using a floor scrubber. My husband buffed it with polish, and I sealed it. So happy, but Wednesday came and went, and no notice from Ashley Furniture. Ended up had my husband call, because at that point I was angry. And he got a potentially tentative, maybe not date. I called the shipping people, and it got escalated. There's no sense in being really ugly. I'm not, by nature, I do have a terrible temper. I don't know if you believe in it, but I'm a Scorpio, and we all have kind of tempers. But, there's no need to take that out on somebody else. So I was talking, I don't know why. The sales representative my husband spoke to actually lied. And the lady that I spoke to through the delivery company for Ashley Furniture told me, no, they said that, and went through, apparently because of COVID, even though I've been waiting 9+ weeks for a sectional couch, it may be here after August 5th. So I had my little sister come to see me from North Dakota, and I have 8 nieces and nephews from her, good Catholic family, and not a couch for everyone to sit on. I got bean bags, and I have a love seat and chairs and everything else I could, but that's kind of embarrassing. I mean, it's like we're living in this pandemic world right now, and it's hard for me, being a kind of extrovert, to be trapped. I mean, it's kind of like how you are when you go onto disability and you get a disease that causes fatigue and less mobility. Your world closes a little bit. There's ways to keep your world more open. And know that all things will change. Nothing's going to stay the same. But not having the couch really just got my, ugh. So I talked to one lady, and it's just, angry. Did a PayPal thing. One of my best friends, is, I I guess the term would be a Karen, but she's not a bad person. But she gave me the email she received from somebody for Ashley Furniture's executive branch. So tried that. I mean, I've done a multi-prong attack trying to get a couch or my money back. I mean, seriously. Then going and looking, there's actually no couches. The pandemic not only has affected our travel, visiting people, concerts, actually seeing a doctor in person, 1,000 other ways. I mean, if I wanted to have a nip and tuck and some Botox, which you can't, they don't recommend it with MS or ALS, but you know, nope, can't do that. Also, I guess when stimulus check or when everybody was on the stay-at-home order, all the home repairs happened. There's no couches. You know, they're like, well, because of COVID. It's like, oh, motherfucking A. I'm sorry for the language, but 2020, the year of the nurse, I am disabled now. I can't go to Europe and see my cousins and go travel while I still can walk and do things. Nope, that's gone. You know, my child's 7-year-old, you know, homeschooling, now this, now the area I'm in, they have a color, whatever, I guess since 9/11, you know, the Patriot Act, danger level based on color. So we're at level red, level 1. Harris County is the next New York. I really don't know what's going on in our country when, you know, by political belief, you may or may not wear a mask. 1,000 conspiracy theories are going on. People are getting sick and dying, you know. I'm sorry, viri, bacteria, and fungi have no care for what race, creed, political belief you happen to be. They just are. And this one happens to be a relatively infectious one. Some people will get a cold, some people will get a more serious illness, other people will die. Hospitals are filling up. I'm sick of coronavirus. I am really sick of it. So now it's the choice of 2 of my my nieces and one of my nephews is in town, stayed behind from North Dakota. And the choice is to see them on Sunday or to stay away. I mean, they've actually been to church and they've gone places where I have had, you know, I've restricted my movement just because you see the protests, you see idiots complaining on social media sites about why are people wearing masks in their car? Well, maybe because they went in somewhere, they don't have anything to wash their hands with, and they need to take off their masks and wash their hands. Doffing is actually it's what you call when you take off masks. Healthcare workers take off masks and gloves and gowns, masks, gowns, gloves, and wash their hands. I don't know. Everything will shake out. Everything will change. Nothing is static. It's just living through a pandemic is a bug. I'm sure everybody's having different experiences. I mean, you know, you turn on the radio, if you listen to talk radio, you know, there's a lot of unrest in our country. You turn on YouTube, you know, it's Pride Month, you know, to each their own, but, you know, love is love and celebrating that. That's a good thing. But you start seeing different creators being attacked and just, you know, ganging up and attacking people based on their personality and conspiracy theories going on that way. Where's the madness coming from? I mean, you know, yes, we have a contentious political situation going on in the United States. You know, the bringing up of racism, and then it's like the Tumblr, you know, label loving little people going out against, you know, supremacists, and it's just a dang mess. It's just a mess. For a United States citizen, there's other countries that are really happy that's happening. Watch out for the propaganda. Erasing history is not a good thing. Respecting people is a good thing. I don't know. All I know is I really want a couch. I mean, simple things. I want something to lounge on. I'm going to not be able to get around as much with ALS later. Just if I have to stay home, I at least want to be comfortable. But at least I have pretty floors. So I'm glad that I'm in the LEFFTDS group or study, and another one, I can't think of the acronym right now, through the NIH for the C9 mutation that I have, genetic mutation. So at least one of them is for biomarkers. So they caught me right before I actually started having symptoms. So that must be exciting for them. C9 has some hope to be some treatment for it, which is awesome. I mean, my oldest is having my first grandbaby, the little jumping bean. Saw the ultrasound, they recorded it for me. So little baby is jumping around everywhere. My daughter's now calling her baby children of the corn. Oh, life is funny. So I'm just waiting for this to blow over. My guess is 18 to 24 months. Hope I'm healthy during it. Hope I finally get a couch. It's just something. If they say, give me a date, a definite date, and don't just not show up. That's customer service. Seriously, right? And then you turn on and you look, and then everyone's fighting. Stop it, y'all. Life is too short. There's no sense in tearing people down. There's no sense in arguing with your neighbor. What is that going to change? To each their own. The nicest thing we can do in a time where people are tearing each other apart is being compassionate to each other. Take that moment to center. Take that moment to deal with your emotions. Don't go attack people. That's not right. As much as that in the world, I mean, shoot, is everything the way they said they told me when I was a kid? No. I mean, hell, I just had my daughter call me today when I was in the hospital with her after I had her. They told me she had one blood type. Okay. File that into the memory. You've got that blood type. She got tested. That's not her blood type. I know they always do blood type testing before they give you blood, because there's other things besides the ABO and RH, positive or negative. There's other parts of the blood. I never was into hematology, so I can't tell you what they are offhand. But seriously, it's like something I've known for this whole time is wrong. Kind of like, vote. That'll make a difference. Yeah, it does make a difference on the local level. Write a senator. Yeah, I've written a senator. I did last Saturday I did meditation, and I do different forms of medication. Yeah, I wish. I actually, in the state of Texas, have a diagnosis for medical marijuana. I can get it, but is there a doctor's office open? No. I just want Charlotte's Web, Apparently that has been shown to help with some of the neurology stuff. We'll see. Eventually things will get back to normal, whatever that new normal is going to be. Anywho. But Christian meditation, there's some of the monastic type things I like. For some reason I like Gregorian chants. It just sounds peaceful for me. Creepy to other people, but meditation with Buddhism has always helped, and it works on compassion. I like that. Prayer. If you don't pray, if you're not a believer, that's fine too. We're not all exactly the same, and that's good, but we shouldn't fight about it. We should be more compassionate. We're all human sapiens. We're all humans, throwing labels 1,000 different ways. You know, you can want to identify for yourself, but we're all more alike than we are different. So when you're hating someone, you're attacking them, what inside of you are you attacking? You know, wearing a mask protects you from hurting someone else. It's not a political statement. It's just being considerate. You know, it's kind of like, you know, everything I learned in kindergarten. I think people need to think about the basic things, the golden rule, treating people politely. Stop fighting. It doesn't help. It only makes you more angry. It only hurts another person. I mean, dang, think about how many of the YouTube creators, you know, cancel culture. That's so bad. I mean, you know, these are people. I'm a real person. I mean, you're talking to me. I'm real. You know, I imagine 1,000 other people are real. Am I a perfect person all the time? Nope. The only thing I know is I can never be perfect, right? You know, it's just not healthy. You know, in life you can catch something, especially in a pandemic, you can catch a deadly virus. If you catch this hate vibe going on, this self-righteousness vibe going on, this, excuse the term, well, I probably shouldn't say it, and, you know, get censored. But, you know, people attacking, ganging up on each other, you know, is not nice. Drop kicking people is not nice, even if it's with words. There are people behind everything, you know, and think of them as a real human, as you would. Would you want to be treated that way? No. You know, no one's perfect. Get over it. You're not perfect. Get over it. I'm not perfect. I'm getting over it. Okay, well, I hope this finds everybody doing okay. And I'm sorry it's my little rant on the day, but it's my little rant on the day. All right? Take care, y'all.